Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So this is the final of the 4 new events brought with update 1.20 to Gran Turismo 7, and it's definitely a kind of best till last kind of thing. I absolutely loved this event. I don't think I've had this much fun in a new event in a long time. Don't get me wrong, the Willow Springs kind of track itself when that was added was absolutely awesome. Really did enjoy kind of going around them. However, the events were pretty standard and straightforward. Now this Rallycross layout, while it doesn't seem to be talked about too much, is definitely, in my opinion, the best in terms of sort of dirt racing that we have in Gran Turismo 7. In my opinion, they could have completely ignored the third event and gone straight to this for the third event, and like I said, maybe do an endurance race for the last final event. Maybe this number 3 and add another different kind of fourth event. However, like I said, just absolute enjoyment. If there's one event that I feel like I could just run for ages and ages and not get bored of, it would be this one. Getting a clean race bonus, it's going to be difficult because there's 12 Group B, well, rallycross cars on the track at once. It's very tight, very compact. However, it keeps the racing very close, and yeah, you're going to see here, this is on normal difficulty. Basically, I've jumped in the 205 just for the classic driving experience and to get some use out of those original proper Group B monsters. So I actually genuinely really had fun chasing down the pack, and the way they kind of start this event is absolutely awesome. The fact that you start on a completely different bit that you're not going to run on, and then you get on the main track and you start smashing the laps in, and yeah, it definitely really gives a good vibe, and it's definitely an awesome event. So well done Polyphony, you actually did do something right by putting this event in. It's the most fun of the bunch, and yeah, I mean, I didn't have any upgrades in terms of this car. I didn't feel the need to. I just wanted a pure driving experience. So the Peugeot does work, so pretty much all the other rally cars will work in this game. As you can see, as we go on lap 3, I'm up in P4, and the top 3 are quite a way away. So at this point, I've really got to get my foot down and try and get some of that time down to get on the back of the GTR, and then we've got another little gap, which will be the Mustang and I believe the NSX rally car. So we're just chasing down these wonderful looking cars. I really do like the look of the more fantasy Gran Turismo rally cars. I kind of do wish there was more of them. That Mustang being an absolute standout. I just love the sound of it. I love the look of it. So as you can see, we're already getting close towards the GTR, so we're getting close to the back of him. Again, even when you get that close, you might not close up towards to the end of the lap and such, so you need to really keep pushing throughout this whole event, and that's why I think I found it so enjoyable. The other events, it was kind of like you can absolutely go for it, but you can guarantee you're going to have a few laps remaining, or a lap remaining or whatever, before you're done with. And yeah, it was kind of the same thing here. Like, I did have about a lap to really go on my own, so I started just showing off and getting sideways. However, you do feel like you've got to push, and that's definitely where a lot of Gran Turismo races have gone wrong. You've got the more sort of proper rallycross start, and you're just sprinting away trying to sort of get yourself through the big pack at the start, and then you're chasing down some of the faster machines that have really sort of gapped the rest of the field. So it does keep you on edge the whole time. So it's definitely probably the best 8 laps I've done in Gran Turismo 7 in a long time in terms of fun factor. As you can see, I've picked up a little penalty there, a bit frustrating, because I thought, do you know what, this run completely destroyed. However, it didn't make much of a difference in the end. I managed to basically make the time up. In terms of sort of driving pleasure, like I've said, this is definitely a standout track. It flows really nicely. You've got you start getting your foot down on the tarmac, and then you're getting into the braking zones, getting sideways, then you're back on dirt, then you're back on tarmac. So it's genuinely a really fun event, and I would recommend probably taking a more modern group, well, I think the Group B in this game, Group B rally car, so maybe the NSX, the GTR, Subaru, Ford Focus, all that good stuff. So I'd probably recommend one of them in terms of sort of making it easy for yourself. But if you want a challenge, bump it up to hard, try it in different rally cars, and probably get some use out of those Group B cars. So I was pleasantly surprised as well, because it kind of goes into the fact that I thought they would have done this on the kind of the no chicane layout, and that would have really bothered me. I hate the fact that Gran Turismo seems to put rally cars on normal tracks, you know, put them on basically purpose-built tracks. So the fact that we've got one now, I hope to God we get some pretty awesome online races in terms of, you know, sport mode, maybe to take the driver rating and such off, but I feel like a lot of people will probably gravitate towards it. And although, you know, the dirt driving isn't top notch still, it's better than it was at release. It's definitely enjoyable, the fact that you've got the mix of, you know, tarmac and dirt. So as you can see here, we're basically pulling up to first place, and it's pretty much always going to be Gallo in it, really. But we're going to try and get it nice and sideways, keep as much power through here, and basically just flick it around. So I'm just having fun at this point. I know I'm going to be able to overtake him, and we're going to try and get on the inside here, get the run down. We're not going to quite get it. I was going to go, you know, around the outside, however he flicks his rear end, and I'm going to jump down the inside and take the lead. And then we're basically just going to put the lap of a lifetime in to basically sprint away from the rest of the pack. So this last lap really for me was all about just having fun, getting as sideways as possible. Look, at the end of the day, I've done what I needed to do. I've got first place, so now I just thought, you know what, let's throw it around a bit. So you're going to see me just driving and having fun, which isn't kind of that common in some Gran Turismo events. Some of them are really, really boring. This one, not so much. As you can see, I'm just going to flick it through here, get the rear end out, bit of throttle control, and then I'm going to flick it into the right, left, try and get it, get the rear end out a bit, bring it back in. There we go. And then we've just got one more corner to go around. So, you know, a pretty decent challenge, especially compared to the rest. And definitely the most fun of the 4 new events. So thank you so much for watching this quick little guide, a few tidbits. So yeah, I'll see you later guys, cheers, peace.